Welcome to the interview presented by Alabama Wrestling Forums. I'm Jackson Bast here with Spain Park wrestler and girls state finalist Yasmine Olivera. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So let me start by asking, what got you into wrestling?
Really just it was the closest thing, um, like closest activity in school to jujitsu because I've been doing that pretty much my whole life. And I wanted to get involved with the school and wrestling was pretty close to what I already knew. So
So you mentioned your jiu-jitsu background. How does having a background in jiu-jitsu kind of transfer over into wrestling?
I think it's not obviously it's not like the same, but it helps with like just the mentality. Like it's not that different, you know. You have to be aggressive, you have to be committed, you have to, just keep going and that kind of transferred over pretty easily to me just, getting your hands on and all that. So, yeah.
So this year we had the first girls state, but I know that in times past you've wrestled girls in exhibition matches across Southeast. So, you know, what was the hardest part about finding competition out here?
I mean, it was really the numbers. Like, we don't have that many, obviously, in Alabama right now, and we're slowly getting there. But anytime I had the opportunity to get those exhibition matches in, I definitely be there ready to go. Even when we were done with girls state, the guys were still in season, so I was still trying to get some exhibition matches in wherever I could. But yeah, really just the numbers. That was the hardest part.
So, this year we did have the first girls state. What did you think about it?
I thought it was really great experience. I was really happy that they finally got that going. It was a really great opportunity for, girls to kind of get a taste of how wrestling is and just being on the same level as everybody else and having, a chance at us placing and, it was a really fun. I really loved it.
So, you made it to the state finals for girls wrestling. What did the atmosphere feel like making it to the finals there?
I mean, personally, I felt a lot of pressure for sure because I'd never been put in the spotlight like that. It was a good feeling. It was a scary feeling at the same time, but it was a good feeling. I went in there kind of nervous for sure because just different atmosphere, but it was very cool.
So, I mean, what do you mentioned wrestling in the off season with girls wrestling specifically? Are there a lot of great opportunities for girls wrestling to do, like guys got clinics and camps? Are there good opportunities for girls in the South?
Specifically in Alabama, not really. I mean, there was a camp apparently going on um, with the Riverettes, I think. And so, um, yeah, I think they had something, but I couldn't really go. But yeah, there was that. And then I don't think there's like a lot of opportunity though. That's why I'm mostly going out of state to actually get in with girls. But in state, it's mostly guys. So yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, there's like a really good club deal with girls wrestling over at King University.
Right. Uh-huh.
Can you
Yeah.
kind of talk about that?
Well, all I know is King University. Yeah, I know that they have a wrestling program, and I was kind of looking into them, but yeah, I know that they got a pretty good program going, and I heard that their girls, a lot of them were doing pretty good out there with the other teams and divisions and all that. So yeah.
You think transferring over into college for freestyle would be a big jump out of wrestling folk style in high school?
Yes, I am getting ready to go to Virginia Beach Nationals, and I mean, I'm going to Swamp Donkey this weekend too to kind of get something in. It's at Thompson Middle School. It's just a small local tournament, but I'm just gonna try to get some freestyle in. That'll be my first freestyle tournament. and just doing some live, it's very different from folk style, but something to get used to.
What's with Wilson over there at Thompson naming tournaments Swamp Donkey?
I don't know. I thought that was a joke when I first heard about Swamp Donkey, but nope, it's definitely a real tournament.
That's hilarious. So
I know.
obviously you go to high school at Spain Park, and this year I would say Spain Park kind of came a little bit more out of the water.
Yeah,
What,
I
what's go-
agree.
what's going on over at Spain Park this year?
I mean, I think a lot of things have changed for sure. We've been getting those drills in pretty well. We've just been drilling a lot of live sessions. I think that's what really got us going. Just every week we're getting a specific technique down and focusing on that and perfecting it pretty much. And I think that's what got our guys, ready and everything. So.
I see you guys decided you guys were gonna beat Hoover right after I leave.
Yeah.
I'm still a little mad about that, but we're not gonna talk about. That's not the point of
Yeah.
not the point of this video. So
Uh-huh.
your younger brother he wrestles at Spain Park. He placed this year. What are you trying to show as an older mentor, older sibling in the sport? What are you trying to show him on how to act, how to wrestle?
Yeah. I mean, just a couple factors. Like, I'm the only girl on the team, and he's a freshman. I think that definitely respect is something that he's learned. He's learned to just kind of, keep his mouth shut when he needs to, but just I'm just there to keep an eye on him. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of tell him, keep going, keep working hard, and you're gonna get there. And sure enough, he did with placing at state, which was huge, and I'm very proud of him for it. And he very well deserves it for the way he acts in the wrestling room to how he practices. So
Awesome. So, do you think we're going to see a full girls wrestling team at Spain Park in the coming years?
it's tough to say. Because I mean, we're trying to get something going at the middle school because you always start at the middle school just because girls at middle school that's the time where they're kind of looking for sports. But this year we're definitely working on it. I'm not quite sure how it's gonna look, but we're hoping for something. Hmm.
So, you think we'll ever see Gabby Allen touch the mat again? What do you think?
I don't think so. I'm trying to get to her though. I really am trying to convince her, but I'm not sure.
I know that a bunch of our viewers know who she is with Coach Allen. He also runs Matt Byrne. Shout out to Matt Byrne. Go watch it if you can.
Yeah.
Um, but it's crazy to think that there's so much in girls wrestling alone in this year. And I want to ask you, when you were kind of going into the girls state, did you kind of like pick that specific weight class of 132, or was it 132?
It was 142.
142. Did you pick that specific weight, or did that just kind of come into where you ended up?
No, I didn't really pick that one. I mean, specifically, I was just kind of wrestling at my natural weight, and I wasn't trying to cut, wasn't trying to gain weight or anything. So it just kind of, I was gonna go with what I get. So
Well, arguably, I think that if you'd gone like one or two weight classes up, you probably would have won it in dominant fashion. You just
yeah,
have to pick the weight with Lena in it, and
yeah. Uh,
Lena scares me, man. Like she's a scary girl.
yeah, yeah. I
But
mean, I mean, it was a good match with Lena for sure. She's a tough competitor. Obviously, I made some mistakes, but I'm looking for a second go with her for sure.
mm, okay, I'll have to remember that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll ask her about it when I interview her.
Yeah.
But so actually, I have a segment on my show called The Weigh-In, where
Mhm.
I ask the button topics of wrestling. So first, by asking, do you think people should be able to go to club in season?
Absolutely. I think it's important to go to club for sure. I mean, it's a good way to get kind of a like extra work in for sure because it kind of puts you in the spot to get more work done. So I definitely think that would be really great for us to be able to go to club during this season.
So what would you say to somebody who might argue, oh, well, I go to Beauregard. There's not a club nearby. So I don't think if I have the same opportunities afforded to me, you shouldn't be able to either.
I mean, it's tough because I know a lot of people who drive an hour just to get to clubs. So I guess it's all about mentality. If you really want it, make the drive. If you don't, then, it's up to you.
It's a great answer. So my next question is, do you think that sorry, do you think wrestling
Mhm.
in Alabama should be one division or multiple divisions? And if multiple divisions, how should it be split up?
I think I think that it should be multiple divisions. I mean, I think it's better if we kind of combine, 6A, 7A, all that because it kind of gives everybody an opportunity to actually be able to go with everyone and everybody else who might be kind of like undermined because they're probably a 4A school, but they're a really good wrestler. They have that opportunity for sure. And it gives you a wide range of people to be able to work with and kind of opens up some publicity for, people who haven't really been publicized because of what school they go to and all that. So I think that it should be multiple divisions for sure.
Awesome. So this year we saw the first girls wrestling tournament. How do you think we should kind of like move? What do you think we should do as a female wrestler to move girls wrestling in the state, like to grow it?
I think really just hosting more camps, more events, we're slowly getting there for sure, but I think just more events for sure and kind of get the boys involved too, like if it's not a big turnout, just throw some guys in there, get kind of a multitude of just numbers. I think numbers is just a really big deal for sure. So just, I think just more events should happen in Alabama.
Awesome. So my next question is, how did COVID-19 affect your team specifically?
I think just like the amount of tournaments and like duels and all that, we couldn't really get to a lot of schools that we wanted to. We couldn't really go out of state, which we didn't do. We didn't really get a lot of like opportunity out since all this COVID stuff. Sometimes teams would get COVID and then they couldn't make a tournament, so then we'd only have a duel when it was supposed to be a try match. So it's just been really difficult as far as like competition because I think it's very important to get, mat time in for tournaments to just to get the wrestlers into that mindset for the season and state and everything. So
Awesome. So, obviously you guys you're losing, I think it's like six seniors. What are you most excited for the future of Spain Park Wrestling?
I'm just excited that, possibly I'll be a team captain, having a girl team captain, get these boys straight, So I think that's pretty exciting. And for sure, I definitely just want to get, be inspirational for sure and, be lead by example and hopefully get some more girls out there, just kind of show them that they can get to where I'm at right now and possibly further. So, yeah, for sure.
So my question's gonna be a little more specific. What are you
Hmm.
excited your most for your senior year?
Well, can you repeat that?
I'm sorry. I said, what are you excited for most your senior year?
I mean, I'm just excited to start the season again, really, and just make it to. I'm thinking about going to Guy State, so that's something I'm definitely excited for. I'm training hard for it. I'm trying to get into that mentality, so definitely possibly making it to Guy State.
You mentioned that you kind of looked at King University Wrestling. Are you thinking about wrestling in college?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm possibly signing with the university soon, so yeah.
Wow. Can you give us any hints? Not something you tell us, but just like a little hint.
I mean, it's NAIA, so
Okay.
you know,
When should we be
it's
on the
in the
lookout?
South, yeah. Uh-huh.
When should we be on the lookout?
I think I think next fall, well, no, a little bit sooner because I'm gonna sign in the summer. So I'm probably gonna make an announcement over the summer.
Those videos should come out second week in May. So it'll come out before you sign. So we'll all be on the lookout.
Okay, cool, yeah.
So before I let you leave, is there anything you want to say to my viewers?
I just want to let everybody know that you can do it. You can get to your goals and reach them. And to any girls out there even thinking about, getting on the mats, do it. Like you're gonna regret it if you don't, for sure. Not trying something you've never tried before. So just get on the mats and get your work done.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing this. I always love doing this. And well, thank you all my viewers who made it all the way to this video. I know my videos are super long, but it's got a lot of great content. So keep watching. Thank you to Yasmine for that awesome interview. And thank you guys so much for all your support. Quick reminder, the drawing is going to be on the interview that comes out on May 9th. So stick tuned. It's going to be on our YouTube Live. So thank you guys so much for that. And stay cool, Alabama Wrestling.